It's him and I,
What's going on, YouTube?
Aquemini.
This is Marcos from the Fort Not Pressure Washing, and I'm back again with another video. This is video number 2 of the series. If you haven't seen the first video of this series where I'm cleaning off the deck and finishing the floor, go back and look at that video before you do this one. Now, this is part 2, like I said. We are going to be putting up the handrails. Okay, guys, it's going to be real simple. We're just going to connect 2x4 from here to here, and then also we're going to do it from here to here. This area right here is going to be a staircase. I'm not going to do it right now. What I'm going to do is put some temporary spindles right here, and we're going to block this off so we can use the deck. Alright guys, I got 2x4s up here. We're going to start with this side first, and it's going to be real simple. Let me show you. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to measure from this pole to this pole right here to see how long the 2x4 is going to be. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this 2x4 right here, I'm going to put it at the bottom and stack the 2x4 that I cut on top of it, and that's going to be my distance from the bottom. Now I'm going to measure one more time to make sure that it's 92 inches. Came out 91 3/4 of an inch. I'm gonna measure one more time. 91 3/4. So we're gonna cut it 91 3/4. Now that I got it cut, I'm gonna go ahead and put 2x4 on top of these 2x4s, and then I'm gonna nail it in place. Well, I'm gonna screw it in place. So I'm gonna try to get the 2x4 centered right here. The reason I'm using a 2x4 to put underneath this 2x4 is this is the spacing that I'm going to have in between the spindles. So whatever can't fit in between the spindles is not going to fit underneath here. So that's just my theory. This may be a little bit too high for some people. You can lower it by either cutting the 2x4s in half, or you just lowering it down. It just makes it a lot more simple for me to do it this way. All right, let's add the screws. When I'm going on outside, I'm going to go ahead and add a screw to the bottom. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and get the top even with this, and then that'll be it for this side. So I take the measurements at the top because it may be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. Don't know. 91 3/4. Measure it again. 91 1/4. Now, since this was going at the top, I'm gonna go ahead and start my screws on the ground so it makes it easy for me to attach it. I need something to hold that, so take a 2x4. One screw. Then I'll take another 2x4. This right here for me to rest on, but I'm gonna measure with this one because I want it even with the top. Okay, I got the 2x4s up. And basically what I'm gonna do is put the spindles going vertical all the way down. And at the top, I'm gonna take another piece of the flooring and put it a top piece for a cap. I'm gonna put one solid cap piece over here just because I know I'm gonna cut it right here when I finally put up the stairs. So for right now, I'm just gonna use one solid piece all the way down. We're gonna go ahead and get the 2x4s on this part and this part right here, and then we're gonna move on to the balancers. Okay, we got the 2x4s up. They're pretty sturdy. So when I put the cap on top of it, it's gonna stiffen up dramatically and stuff. So like I said, we got everything in place. We're gonna use those two boards right there to put the cap on. Then we're gonna put the balancers up. After that, we should be finished with the handrails. Okay guys, the next step that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put the top handrail on. And the way I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna run it from the house all the way to the end, maybe out a couple of inches, and and that'll be it for this one. This one I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna butt it up evenly right here, because since I'm gonna take this out in the future, it doesn't make sense for me to even cut it. So I'm gonna just run it all the way to the end, and then when I'm ready to replace this piece or take this out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it at that point. So for right now, we're just gonna run two pieces all the way to the end, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay guys, we got the handrail on at the top. It's sturdy. Put your weight against it and it's not going anywhere. So, as you can see, I didn't put a 45-degree angle on this because, like I said, I am removing this piece right here, so there's no need for me to make a 45. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put the spindles up, and then I'll be finished with the railing. man, as you can see, this railing is, let's take a measurement. I like my railing real tall and stuff so no one can just fall over it. But I believe it's about 4 feet high or something like that. 42 inches. So $42 that's about 3.5 feet, almost 3.5 feet. So that's pretty high. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the balances up. We're gonna just work our way here and come our way around until we run out, or we should have enough, hopefully. So let's get started. Before I get started with putting the balances up, I got to cut all these down to 37 inches. Okay guys, what I got here is a jig. What I did, I measured my balances up to 37 inches, which is right here. And then this piece right here is all what I don't need. So what's going to happen, the wood is going to butt right against this piece of wood and the jig. And when I cut the wood, everything that way is going to be 37 inches. So since I got a lot of pieces I have to cut, this is going to make it a lot faster. I'm doing it this way because I don't have the little stopper that comes with some of these chop saws. But usually when you have a chop saw, that's what those pieces are for. They're made for you. They're made to stop wood, and just way you can just keep cutting stuff consistent at the same length. Okay guys, I got all these cuts. It's about 16 of them. So now what we need to do is make a jig. This is going to be real simple. What I have here is pretty much it's going to help me install my balancers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this. It's too short. Give me a second. For this jig to work, it has to be long enough to reach the 2x4 at the top and the one at the bottom. So what I'm going to do on the outside, I'm going to put this against the 4x4, then I'm going to put my 2x2 on the outside, my balancer, and then when I drill that in place, I'm just going to move this over and I'm going to keep going over, so that way I put all the balancers up even and there's enough space in between them. Part that's cut at a 45-degree angle, that's going to be at the bottom facing out. So now I take my jig, push the balancer all the way up, that way that it's even at the bottom. Now I'm going to drill it in. balusters up. As you can see, they're all even. And the reason I put a 2x4 in between it, because you can only have so much distance in between them. And basically what it is, a 2x4 is pretty much bigger than a child's head that can probably stick through something that's a little bit over 3.5 inches. So that's the reason I do it this way. So what I'm gonna do now is just finish this area right here and that area right here, and that'll be it. Because I picked up the wrong ones. It doesn't seem like I got enough either, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably grab a few extra ones after I take these back, and then we'll go ahead and get these finished. I'm gonna try to get back today before it gets dark. If not, I'll come back tomorrow. Okay guys, home stretch. Okay guys, that's it. The light got away from me, but I got it done. The only thing that got me off guard, I had to put a brace right here. Basically it's a 2x4 that goes from the 2x4 here and it goes onto the floor. That way the bottle won't shake or anything like that. Other than that, that is it. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hey, I hope that you found this video very entertaining. If not, I hope you learned something from it. And if you didn't, go back and look at the video because you skipped over the good parts. Again, this is the second video of this series. The third video is going to be me cleaning this deck off with pressure washing. So if you want to see pressure washing, which this is a pressure washing channel, come back to see the next video. And if you are not a subscriber to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are a subscriber to the channel, let me say thank you. And before you go, make sure that you hit that like button and share the video with someone you think you might get something out of this. This is Marco from Equipment Pressure Washing, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
It's him and I, Equipment.